I didn't know you started. I thought we were still mucking about with the settings to try and make it less wobbly.
No.
Okay. Yeah, so we are now going to talk about The Shape of Water, which obviously water has no shape. That's the point.
Well, depends. According to Bruce Lee, if you pour water in the cup, it becomes the cup.
This truck in front of us, I barely knew was there.
Pour
It's got
water.
fuck all in the way of lights.
Pour water into the teapot, it becomes the teapot.
Yeah.
Be water.
Be the water. I don't know where we've gone now. We were supposed to be talking about a film and it's all gone a bit tits.
Shape of Water.
Yeah.
And you said it doesn't have a shape,
Yeah, alright.
but Bruce Lee said.
Yeah. Okay, so Bruce Lee aside, The Shape of Water is, I think, my favourite film I've seen in months and months and months. I really, really loved it.
It's got nothing to do with the shape of the water.
No, I think that's obviously just some arty-farty title, isn't it? It's a very cute love story at its heart. I don't want to give too much away, really, because I know it's been out a while, but I think there's probably people that haven't seen it because it's a bit more art house and niche.
Cute.
It is cute. It was a lot of fun. There's some very lovely sort of good guy, bad guy types, but without it being too cliched, I think. I can never remember the guy's name, but the guy who plays the baddie in it was Zod in Man of Steel. And he was also in Nocturnal Animals, and he's a cracking actor. I've not seen him in anything where I haven't loved him. But I can say that for a lot of the cast of The Shape of Water, because it's also got randomly one of the blokes out of Stargate Atlantis, and it took me half the film to realise it was him.
And someone from. Give me a minute, it's on the tip of my tongue. You saw it.
Do you mean the black woman?
I just didn't want to say that, because it's racist.
But she is a black woman. Octavia somebody or other. Who again, she was in The Help, she was in, what's the NASA one?
The NASA, that's the one I'm
can't remember the name of the film.
on your thing too.
Yeah, but again, everything I've seen her in, I adore her. She's just...
Funny.
She's hilarious in everything she does. She's just got such a lovely charm about her that I think is just... You just warm... Everything I've seen her in, you warm to her. And she's normally a sort of a little bit sassy, a little bit catty as well, which I think is just obviously, playing to her strength as an actress. I think she obviously plays those roles well. Whenever I see her, though, I always think of The Help and the pie she makes. And if you've seen the film, you know what I mean. I don't want to say any more, because if you haven't seen The Help, you need to go and watch The Help now, because it is another brilliant
seen The
film.
Help.
Okay, you need to watch it now. You can't. We're in a car. But yeah, Shape of Water. I think it just plays some interesting games, because it's set in a very. It's set in. I don't think they tell you the year actually, but it kind of leans to late 50s, early 60s America, just because there's a lot of sort of. It plays on a lot of prejudices, and it plays on, like say, she's the Octavia's in it.
It's very
it
vintage.
leans on the black thing, and it leans on against disabilities, and it leans against homosexuals, and it basically plays up to the and it plays against the Russians as well. So the whole Cold War thing,
And just racism in general.
yeah. But it basically plays to that probably 50s. Thinking about it,
Look at the
straight
trash.
white male America dominated society and beliefs, but it does it in quite a playful way. There's some darker moments in it, but it's really done beautifully. And then of course the whole thing is one big, I think, analogy for oppression and not understanding what isn't you, and bigotry. That was the word I couldn't think of. Thank you, brain, for bringing that up late. Because ultimately it's all about a big manfish who has a hidden manfish penis. Apparently, that comes up in the film. Literally, it comes up in the film, but you don't see it. I think you should. I think it would have been quite intriguing, but also could have made it just too comical. Torn on that one. But no, it's a great film with real heart, and it's a lot of fun, and you do really quickly get to grips with the characters and care for them and be concerned about their fates.
Care for them so much you want to see their cock.
Just the manfish. What's about? You watched the main woman flicked herself off in the bath on a
bestiality.
four different scenes. But yeah, no, a really, really genuine, lovely film. It's had awards thrown at it left, right, and centre, and deservedly so. I think it really was an absolute joy to watch. It's the first time in a long time I've walked out of a film still feeling about the film, still feeling like happy and emotional, like I've enjoyed it, rather than the credits roll and it kind of just, it's done, okay, bye, next, which is what?
Now see, it had me towards the middle, but then less so towards the end.
Right, okay.
I was like...
So it was a bit too long for you, was it?
I was a bit like, oh no! And then towards the end I was like, okay.
Right. I can kind of see why, but no, I think there's ultimately, I think the ending is too obviously set up from the very, very beginning. Again, I won't do spoilers.
No, see, that's not how I thought it was going to play
Really?
out.
Okay. We'll talk about that off camera, because I'll tell you exactly what I thought, and I can't do it without really spoiling it. But yeah, no, honestly, if you haven't seen Shape of Water, I think it's probably worth seeing on the big screen. Just because visually there's a lot of it style-wise, the way they've set the period and stuff. I don't know how accurate the technology and the computers in the offices. It was a bit like the main office where they kind of have the creature for the start. Visually really reminded me of the Men in Black headquarters. It's that kind of kitschness to it all, and the technology and stuff. So I don't how accurate it is, I don't know. Stylized 100%.